Good morning, my dear students. Today I'll explain lesson number 4, that is the internet. Internet is basically a network of networks. Now you want to know what is network? Network is actually something in which one computer is connected to all the other computers. Maybe computer is nearby or maybe computer is very far away from it. Right, so internet is where lots of computers are, maybe two or more than two computers are connected to each other. It forms a network. Now first of all, I want to discuss some uses of internet. We have lot more uses, but I'm discussing only few. For the most important is, internet is the most important part of our life. Everyone is using internet. That person may be a small kid of 2 years, or an adult of 80 85 years, or a school going student, or a person who is working in an office. Everyone is using internet nowadays. A small kid who don't know what is internet, but he knows how to play games on computer or mobile, or how to play their cartoon films or songs on mobile. So knowingly or unknowingly, everyone is using internet. We can use internet to search and collect information on any topic. It is very helpful in education. Like, if you are collecting information on any topic, it is useful in education. We can make reservation for cabs, trains, flights, hotel rooms, movie tickets, and lot more just by sitting at home. We can communicate through online chats, video conferences, emails, and so more. Means we can communicate face to face, or by writing chats, by sending texts. We can do online shopping. We all know we are using internet for shopping. Just by sitting at home, we can order anything and it will be delivered at home. Next is, what is internet? I know this is very important question. Connecting a computer to any other computer anywhere in the world. Computers are connected through some devices like routers, servers, but when these computers are connected to each other, it becomes internet. It becomes a network. No one owns internet. Means there is not a single person who is owner of internet. Rather, it is collaboration of several organizations which keep eye on its functioning and its development. Means some organizations are there which collaborate with each other for its better functioning and for its day-to-day development. High-speed fiber optic cables through which data travels are owned by telephone companies. While connectivity, when we connect one computer to another, some high-speed fiber optic cables are used, through which our data is transferred from one computer to another, and that fiber optic cables are owned by telephone companies. Means different telephone companies, telecom companies are providing facility of internet, so they provide their fiber optic cables for data transmission. Internet provides thousands of services that help to make human life more easy and convenient. So many services are provided by internet, and which makes our life very easy. You all can understand this point very well. No need to move out from your home. Just by sitting in your room only, you can do lots of work. You can lots of facilities are provided for you guys, so that without moving here and there, you can do everything at home. Like, you can pay your bill, electricity bill, gas bill, water bill. You can book your tickets. You can shop anything. So these all are the facilities which are provided by internet. Next is basics of internet. What are the basics which are which are the requirements of internet? First is internet uses TCP/IP protocol. TCP/IP is Transmission Control Protocol Internet Protocol. Accessed using modem that is connected through ISP, that is Internet Service Provider. Actually, internet uses some protocols through which your data is transferred. Some protocols. Protocol means set of rules. So some rules are followed while data transmission. For this transmission, we need one modem in every system. Nowadays, modem is inbuilt in every system. And one service provider is there. Service provider means your telecom companies, your telephone company like your Vodafone, Jio, Reliance, BSNL. These are your internet service providers, right? These companies provide you the facility of internet and you pay for it. Second is exploring internet is called surfing. Means whenever you are working on internet, that is called surfing an internet, right? And for surfing we use a web browser. You can use Internet Explorer, you can use Microsoft Edge, you can use Google Chrome and lot more. We have lots of web browsers and we need web browser to surf internet. Then we can search information using search engine. As I told you, we can search any type of information on any topic. But for searching information, we need some search engine. Like Google Chrome is your search engine. Google Chrome, with the help of this Google, we can search information. We browse different pages using hyperlink. While working on internet, when suppose I want to search on any topic, I want to suppose search on internet, suppose, right? When I click on write word internet in Google, I'll find so many web pages. When I click on that web page, your hyperlink, that is a hyperlink which I will click, it will take you some other web page, that is hyperlink. So all the web pages are connected to each other using hyperlink. So these are the technical terms which we use while talking about internet. And you all know the basics of internet. What are the requirements to use internet? Like we need high speed your someone internet service provider, we need one web browser, we need one system, right? So these are the basics and this is the which I have told you today. These are the technical terms which we use while using internet. Then comes multimedia. What is multimedia? Before this, mainly this word is a combination of two words. One is multi, one is media. Media means audio, video, right? These are the medias. Text, graphic, these are the different medias. If we talk about multimedia, multi means more than two. When we combine more than two medias together, it becomes multimedia, right? So multimedia means that computer information can be represented through audio, video, animations, and traditional media means which were used earlier also, text, graphic, drawings, images. Means when all these medias are connected, are combined together, it becomes multimedia. If we are using any suppose we are watching cartoons, in that audio is there, video is there, animation is there, text is there, sometimes some images are added, that becomes multimedia. Means cartoons are basically created with the help of multimedia. A multimedia application is an application which uses collection of multiple media sources, same which I explained. Example, text, graphic, image, sound, audio, animation or videos, right? Now there are lots of fields are there in which multimedia is used, like education, as I told you, some cartoon animated movies are there for educational purpose. In engineering also, in medicines, in scientific research, and lot more areas are there in which our multimedia is used. So multimedia is basically combination of lots of media sources. Then comes real time communication. Real time communication means we are sharing information and connecting with other people through network connections, and we were face to face, means we are talking to someone, we are sharing information with someone, and we are sitting face to face, right? We are living in an era of real time. Real time means everything is happening at the same time. If I am sending some a message to someone uh, on video conferencing, that person will reply me at the same time. That is real time communication. Self services, live chat, social media, video conferencing, all these happens at real time communication, in real time, like internet, landlines, cell phones, instant messaging, location tracking, gaming, online education. These all are example of real time communication, right? Whenever we are asking something, we are giving some message, that at the same time we are getting the information, we are getting the answer related to that, right? Then is this type of communication application and solutions can be used in every industry, means every industry is using real time communication. We all are aware of the uses of real time communication, the importance of real time communication. We can share file with others, we can share our screen with others, we are using social networking sites. These all happens in real time communication, right? So nowadays we are using all these facilities. And students, rest of the topics I'll cover in the next video will be Skype, blogging, and real time applications, means what are the different applications we can use in real time, right? These were the before this I told you about the real time communication. I will after this I will explain real time applications. So students, go through this chapter very carefully, read this chapter. This is basically theoretical chapter, right? So you have to read this chapter very carefully and try to find out the exercise of this chapter, and from chapter 4th onwards you will do your work in the book, right? If any student is still not having a book, that student can do the work in notebook as he or she was doing before or earlier. But rest of the students, those who are having book, they have to do their work in book only now, right? If we will instruct you to do something in notebook, then only you will do that in notebook, otherwise you have to do in book only, right? So students, stay home, stay safe, and concentrate on your studies. Good luck, take care.